Hey boys and girls, today we're gonna play Captain of Industry. It's sort of a real unknown game for the most people. It's been a really long way uh, in the making. I know it looks kind of simple, but there's a lot of features in the game where you can really spend a lot of hours playing it because it's gonna take really long to unlock all the things. Uh, yeah, and it's just a yeah indie strategy game. But let's see what we start with here. Like the tutorial says, we're gonna make a coal maker uh, and put a smokestack on it. That's a chimney. So you can burn tree to make coal. Uh, yeah. At the moment, we got a ship that needs to be repaired and a harbor shipyard with all our start items, so we can start building. You can see we have a little coal here, and we have the town, our town. We have at the moment we have 90 people, uh, and we have a food storage here. They at the moment they live off potatoes, uh, but yeah, let's start up building something. Just because I know how I'm gonna end up with the town, I'm gonna move this food storage and this food storage to here, and do so I can collect the waste so the city doesn't get all ugly, filled with waste. I'm just gonna delete this one because by time we're gonna make the city bigger this way instead of this way because I have plans for this later on. So let's see. It says we need to make a coal maker. It's this one. Uh, you can see it takes wood in at one end, and coal and smoke is gonna come out the other end. Let's see. We can just put it here. It doesn't really matter for now. And we're gonna put a smokestack on it, and just waiting for it to be built. Uh, yeah, now it says people are starving. It's because I forgot to put potatoes into this building again. You can see up here it says we have food for 0 months, and that's because the food storage is empty. It's gonna change with the loads. See 3, 24, 28, 33, and 38. And you can see these 3 trucks are getting even more potatoes. So yeah, uh, this is our tree harvester. And for it to start removing trees, we need to assign a place. Uh, I'm just gonna assign these trees. That's the first ones I want to get rid of. And if we look now, the tree harvester is gonna say, I have no trucks to put it on. That's because with all the with the tree harvesters and all the diggers, you need to assign trucks to them. So all my trucks at the moment I got 8, so they don't just drive over there and get filled with wood, and I have to wait until the truck gets unloaded to use it for something else. So we're just gonna assign 2 uh, at the moment, and they are gonna drive it to the coal maker, and it's gonna start by itself. Uh, See, it started by itself. Uh, and trucks are gonna be able to collect coal from this end, but later on we're gonna get a lot of funny things. but that's for another episode. Now it says we need to build a blast furnace. Blast furnace is for melting raw materials. Like we have this old antenna, communication station. It has iron scrap and bricks, and of course bricks are meant for building, for making buildings, and iron scrap we need to melt down, and that we can do in this blast furnace. You can see that has a lot of ins and outs. Uh, like it also needs a smokestack, uh, and these two ports are for melted material, uh, and that we need to get in to this one, and it makes it into uh, metal plates. And the funny thing about this game is that things being symmetrical, it can't be done. It can, but you can't really. You can make streets, sort of, but else the trucks are just gonna drive where they think they want to drive. Uh, now we ran out of trees. I'm just gonna take these ones too. By time we're gonna get the whole area cleaned, but I'm just gonna take a little because we need to. I wanna remove these ones too. Yeah. But let's see. Now we need some channels for moving the molten iron into these. And we're just gonna do it like that. I normally make these the same length, or try to at least, because at some point it's gonna fill this one, and this one isn't gonna be filled by the same time. Uh, but let's just see waste management smokestack. So by now you can see we already got coal in here, but because I haven't told it it can remove this one yet, we don't get metal. So we can start recycling, and that should make the trucks wanna go over there. Just gonna speed the time up. Now we can see it's starting to get the scrap iron. And now this should start up. Yeah, it did. And you can see by each tick this one makes, it's gonna put out molten iron. And everything has a different tick rate. Like you can see, this takes 40 seconds for it to make 8 liquid iron into 8 iron plates. And this one can make 8 molten iron in 20 seconds. Yeah, now the metal plates are made. So you can see it for every 2 ticks, this gets all the iron. These two get all the iron they need. So until it can't store any more plates, it's gonna run pretty effective. You can spend, like you can see, we have Unity up here. It gets used for a lot of stuff. You can see we can boost this one for 0.25 Unity a month, and that's gonna make it run twice as fast. So if you really needed metal plates, we could boost these 3 and get double the output. But so early in the game, we don't really need anything. Yeah, gonna collect the bonus from that. And now it says build a research lab. A research lab is used for, yeah, like it says on the tin, researching new stuff. And we're just gonna build 2. That makes the research faster. And now we need to start researching something. And it tells us to, you can see here, it tells us to research basic farming and researching construction. And we're just gonna choose those 2, farming and construction. We can see here, this machine we get out of it can build a lot of different stuff that gets used for something else in the game. And farming is just making food. It's not really that difficult to figure out. Yeah, and next quest. Let's call it a quest. Build a waste collection attached to a settlement. I already did that, like I explained earlier. So now we need to set a place for it to dump the waste. Early in game, sometimes I make a mountain of scrap or of waste and byproducts. I sometimes do it like this and make a big mountain, and later on in game I'm gonna remove it again. But we're not gonna do that. We are gonna make this edge sort of straight so we can use it for something else later on. So it's gonna start when we get enough waste. It's gonna start. Just gonna remove this one. It's gonna start dumping it. Yeah, see here, we got waste dumped, so we can build out this edge and get it straight. That makes it a lot easier to place harbors, and later on we're gonna get collection points for oil, sort of an oil rig somewhere, so we can import oil instead of pumping it out of the ground. Let's just see if I can show you that. Can't remember how I do it. Might be this one. Nope, it isn't. Well, later on we're gonna get a map where you can see where all this different stuff is. I can't remember what button I need to press. Yeah. Oh, this one. Here you can see the blue ones, like it says, is groundwater. That means there's a lot of, we can pump up water from the ground. And here's metal, more water, and limestone here, and of course sand. And all the way here we have copper, and here we have coal. I don't actually know why coal is brown, but that's just how it is in the game. And gold, of course. Not of course, but we have gold. And right here, we got oil. I don't actually know if there's more spots than that single one. Yeah, we had a spot over here too. That's where we can pump oil up from the underground. But it is a limited source. There's only so much oil. So at some point you need to start import it from an oil rig. Yeah, but I don't want to make the episode way long, so I'm gonna end it here. At our, yeah, you can see that there's molten iron here because the inventory is full. So it's just gonna be stand there and do nothing until we make something else or start using the metal plates. And this one's just gonna do the same. That's just how it is. Yeah, it's stopped now. But yeah, that's all for now. Let's see you in the next episode. And we're probably gonna make a few episodes and release one each day and see how people like it. But yeah, I'm gonna go off now. See you in the next episode. That's it. Bye.